Mortgage refinance demand drops. And the article says it tanks, but I changed the headline. So I rewrote the headline for St. Patty's Day. So here's the new headline. Mortgage refinance demand drops. No tanks to mortgage applications. Sorry, it's bad. I just thought it was funny. They said tank, and it's not tanking. The refis are tanking, but the applications to purchase are not tanking. So it's no tanks.
I mean, we don't all have to laugh. We're just happy that Ray's happy. That's all that matters.
Buddy, no tanks. No tanks to the new purchase applications. I'm terrible at that. Okay.
Wait, what was that?
I don't know. That's supposed to
be okay. Mine wasn't that bad.
Yours was pretty bad. All right. So applications to refinance a home fell 4%. It's down 39% compared to the same week a year ago. Dun, dun, dun. So keep in mind that, I think we said this last week. We will see what happens as the purchase applications continue to increase gradually. We are going to see a point to where last year they shot up and it'll probably be lower. And so you'll see the purchase applications tank compared to the last year. Well, we all know last year was crazy and everything stopped for a couple of weeks in March. So right now they're higher. But I think after March is over on into April, when everyone started showing homes again, that's when we're going to see the applications to purchase are going to be lower just due to limited inventory.
I'm really curious to see the year ago numbers in about a month or so, because for us, it was like April 1st-ish around there, April 10th. And it was like, it wasn't even 0 to light speed in like half a second.
Right.
It was out of nowhere and inexplicable. And I still can't explain it. Yeah. A year into this, I still can't explain it.
So the drop is due to higher interest rates, which actually hit the highest level since June 2020. This is a quote. After reaching the highest level since last week in January, the refinance index has fallen 26% to its lowest level since September 2020. It's Joel Kahn, an MBA economist. Rates have jumped 36 basis points since the end of January. Last week, refinance activity fell. All right, so that's refinance activity. As realtors, we're real curious what's happening to the purchase volume. Mortgage applications to purchase a home increased 2% for the week, and we're 5% higher than the same week a year ago.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it increased. Even with
interest rates, even with interest rates skyrocketing.
If you could call it skyrocketing. The purchase market helped offset the slump in refinances as the recovering job market and demographic factors drive demand, despite ongoing supply and affordability constraints, added Kahn. So it looks like as overall, the purchase demand is still there. If we could get more inventory, oops, I'm getting a call. Hang on. If we could get more inventory, it would seem that it would be even higher, because if you have 14, 15 people making an offer per property and you had 14 or 15 more properties on the market, then there would be that much more in purchase applications and people buying, going under contract. So it makes sense that if we figure out a way to loosen up demand, then I think we'd see a lot more as far as mortgage applications go.
Refis are going to be extremely sensitive, and they always have been. But I'm just so curious about how long are we going to have this conversation about when is inventory going to loosen up?
Right.
Chris, our broker, had this conversation the other day on one of our coaching calls. It was Monday morning, I believe. And he was like, essentially right now we're in 2006 and we can't really predict when it's going to happen, but it's just going to happen. Things are just going to stop. Buyers will just stop looking at properties. They'll stop getting pre-approved. It'll just stop. It won't be like a slow. It'll just kind of stop. And, it won't be the same as obviously 15 whatever years ago when things crashed because of people couldn't afford mortgage and stuff. It'll be different, but he's like, it'll still be kind of the same, in regards to it'll just kind of stop. And all of a sudden, homes that are going for 350 grand above, asking are going to have to maybe even adjust their price based on something else that just went into escrow. Like it's going to have to be that touchy. So I'm so curious to see when that happens. And I don't even know. I couldn't predict it if you had a gun to my head. I just couldn't. No way.
Well, we've talked about the people that did not want to sell last year. They may be coming on this year, and the people that are going to sell anyway this year. And then you have the people that saw their neighbor sell and got a huge windfall. So
Yeah.
they may all jump on the market, which would help loosen inventory.